I do have a story to tell you, though. I didn't get to play any games until, like, I don't know, like 8:30 last night. And my young boy, 10 years of age, looks at me. Daddy, Daddy, can I play Fellowship with you? Sure. Sure, that sounds really fun. I can play some, it sounds like he's going to be bad. But I can game with my son. That sounds pretty good. I can game with my boy. Now, I would like to tell you that he was a disaster, because you would find that funny. I would like to tell you that he destroyed every piece of content that we did because of him. That would be untrue. He was better than the people we played with, and that is painful. Painful. That is painful that that was the case, but it was the case, and it made me sad for humanity because he's fucking awful. But the other players were so much worse. so much worse. And it was horrible. He's playing Tariq, who is the barbarian melee warrior type character, which is difficulty 4. Wow. He's difficulty 4. Yeah, he's big bonk. But here's the thing. He really wanted to do the capstone dungeon of Contender League, Cithral's Fall. If you don't know what that is, it's the dungeon that allows you to move up to the next league. He's done... I actually checked his stats. He has done most of the dungeons on the Contender League already and timed them, which was interesting. So, before we got started, I said, let's do a few quick plays just to make sure. I want to see what level you're at. We go in. He marks his interrupt target. I start telling him, like, okay, you be responsible for this spell or that spell. The name of the spell. He interrupts the correct spell. Now, he's not great. He's not like a fucking world first player or anything. His damage is low. He sometimes takes a few seconds to fish through enemies to find the right one. But he was doing his job. He was doing his job. No one else did in any of the groups we did. No one else did. But I had never done a pug dungeon. Like a league dungeon in that game. So I didn't know how it worked. So I was surprised to find out you actually just say, I want to do a dungeon of that league. And it just matches you. And then you get like a vote on what you want to do of random levels. So on our third queue, once he was getting to grips and actually starting to like top damage on certain packs, he was using his cooldowns at the wrong time and stuff like that, which I was like, okay, you want to save it because the boss is coming. Like, don't use your big ultimate here. I'll tell you when to do it. This is going to be an ultimate pull. You know, that kind of shit. Cithral's Fall appears, the capstone dungeon. It's in the list. Immediately, I see him vote for it. And then the two other guys that we were with also voted for it. Because I get instant queues because I'm tanking, right? He's only item level 45, which is a bit low for this. So he can't carry, you know, he's not being made up for with gear. And so, I'm like, all right, if these guys are remotely competent and my character is overgeared, then maybe we could do this. Maybe we could do this. I don't think he's ready to do it yet, but maybe we can. My God. My fucking God. My God. I got paired with, I don't know whether they're new to gaming. Maybe they're kids as well. Maybe. Maybe they're children. They definitely knew each other. Maybe they don't have hands. Maybe they don't have hands or feet. Maybe they don't use mice and keyboard. Perhaps they use some sort of pencil and paper and then send via pigeon their commands to the server or something like that. But 25 minutes over time. 5 wipes on the Frost boss. Do you know what? The joy of what happened was my son legitimately... Oh, they didn't leave. They didn't leave. They were totally into it. And afterwards, they were hype as fuck because we finished the dungeon. What was amazing is we got to the Frost boss, which I think is the most mechanically complicated boss in that dungeon by far. There's a lot you have to do there. And I tried to explain it to him, and he just went, Daddy, that is... I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea, Daddy. We're on Discord together. I was like, I don't know what you're saying, Daddy. I was like, okay. Just watch what I'm telling you, and you'll see it happen. So, if you don't know this boss and you're not playing Fellowship, I understand. But you spawn orbs on the furthest player that chase the furthest player around, usually the healer. And then you have a pool on the floor that needs to be soaked. And then you get a debuff and you run it to a wall and you drop it off. Like, you move the patch away from the group because it does fall off damage. And also there's a frost cone that comes from the boss that blows up the orbs chasing the healer. So there's a lot of little things happening all at the same time and they can overlap and things like that, right? So all that is happening. So I'm just taking it step by step with him. I'm like, okay, do you see that thing on the floor with the arrow? He's like, yeah. I was like, right, go and stand in that. And he goes, okay, now what? I was like, right, now you have a magic spell on you that's going to make that pool fall on the floor in a few seconds. So what you want to do is run that to a wall or something. Get it away from us because it does damage. He goes, okay. So he does it. And he's like, shall I do the next one? Because he's really hyped that he's doing it. I was like, no, you can't. Because if you do 2 in a row, it can kill you. It's to make it so 2 people have to do it. And he goes, okay. So you doing the next one? I was like, I'll do the next one because the other guy's not doing anything. So I do it and then he does it. He's doing the mechanic. And then, then we wipe because like they just fucking blew orbs up everywhere. And then we came back and we're doing it again. And he's like, I don't understand what's happened with the frost thing because he shot it off into... He's like, I've got a thing on me. He's like panicking and then it blew off and didn't help the healer. So I was like, okay, do you see the orbs following the healer around? He goes, okay, yeah. I was like, right, if that thing goes on you, you can aim it at those orbs and it'll stop them chasing the healer. It'll kill them. So he doesn't have to run around. He's like, oh, okay. And then he starts doing that when it's on him. And I was like, look at him doing the mechanics. Look at him. We wipe again because they just fucking died to shit or the healer didn't heal us or whatever. So we come back. We try again. It's getting better. Still wipe. Come back again. Still wipe. And I'm like, son, I want you to know this is not because of you. You're doing fine. You could do more damage for sure because he's like below me. But you're also low geared. So I was like, yeah, you could do more damage. And he was a bit headless chicking on the first couple of pulls. On the final pull where we killed it, proud dad moment, he recognized that he had the frost cone. So he was unable to take his soak. He went, I don't think I could soak my next one. I've got the frost thing. And he recognized it within a split second. Within a split second, he went, I need to do the frost thing. So I said, correct. I'll do the soak for you. And he's like, but that will kill you, Daddy. I went, I'm the tank. I can do it. It's fine. It's fine. But he recognized it and helped the healer and knew that he couldn't do both at the same time. I almost cried. I almost fucking cried. I almost cried. Now, I just need him to fucking stop being a clicking piece of shit and actually do some fucking damage. That's all. To do some fucking damage. That's all I need out of him. Because I tried to help him. I looked at like this mini video of how that character plays. And he went, this is really boring. I'm just going to press whatever. I'm like, all right, so that's what you need to focus on. That's what you need to focus on. I was like, do that and then you'll be unstoppable. But you're getting the basics down. That's good. Not clicking as hard. Yeah, I came upstairs afterwards. I was about to get a shower and he was clicking and he like hid his keyboard. He went, I was like, stop clicking. Use your keyboard. You've got a gamer mouse. Use all those things. He like hid his keyboard from me. It was like, it's hard. I was like, yeah, just practice and you'll get there. But it was fantastic. It was really cool. So that's what I did. Hang on.